Yo, what's up? This is S0456 here, and welcome back to day 72 of my 365-day challenge, and welcome to day 12 of Marvel Month. And in this episode, we are going to be talking about Ant-Man. Now, these next few videos, apart from Civil War, are going to be a little bit shorter, because I'm going to try to, kind of speed run, explaining what happened in the movie, and stuff like that. Um, but the Captain America Civil War has a lot of shit that goes on in it that I kind of need to talk about. Um, but yeah, in this video we'll be talking about Ant-Man. Um, First installment of the Ant-Man movies is pretty good. Um, the movie begins with introducing you to some new characters right off the bat. Hank Pym, creator of the Pym particle, the invention that lets you shrink down to the size of an insect without shrinking to a pile of goop. Hope, Hank's daughter. Aaron, president of Hank Industries, who has tried to replicate the Pym particle and has the suit, the Yellow Jacket. Scott Lang, the famous Ant-Man. Before that, he's a burglar who got caught stealing stuff. Um, Kind of like Robin Hood. He takes from the rich, gives to the needy. When Scott gets one final job to steal something, and that something just so happens to be the Ant-Man suit. He goes to steal it. He succeeds in stealing it, but Hank lets him, of course, but we don't find that out until later in the movie. He steals it, he goes home, he's kind of confused as to why it's just suit, so he puts it on, and then he presses the button, he shrinks down to the size of an ant, and, of course, he's scared shitless of it, so he returns it, but Hank didn't like that, or, well, technically Hope didn't like that, so he gets arrested. His wife and daughter and their stepfather um, does not like that. The Hassie's stepfather is a cop, which is basically uh, kind of makes tension between them because whenever Scott is arrested for the second time, the Cassie's stepdad basically is the one that arrests him, and he gets a second chance at putting on the suit, so he accepts, of course. He goes to figure out what happened, and he basically wakes up in Hope and Hank's house. They train him to become the Ant-Man, and all the while, Aaron figures out how to actually replicate the Pym particle. We figure out that the Pym particle is very dangerous in the wrong hands. It could cause literally dimensional fuck ups and stuff like that. But there's that. He eventually succeeds in doing it. Hank and Scott and Hope, of course, want to stop that, so they try to do that. They fail at first, but once Scott goes down to the subatomic size and destroys Yellow Jacket's suit, he wins. Now, the problem with going subatomic is you're not supposed to come back from it, but Scott does. And we learn in the movie that Hope's mom and Hank's wife went subatomic long ago, but she never came back, so that kind of caused tension between them, but they eventually resolve it in the movie. But I think it's a pretty good movie. It's not one that many people think about, but it's definitely not as forgettable as the second Ant-Man movie. But I'm gonna rewatch that as well to see if if it's as forgettable as I remember. But let me know what y'all think of Ant-Man in the comments down below. And yeah, I will see y'all in the next video. See ya.